Like, what is the unique offer? Like, what do I need to do that sounds unique? But when I say unique, it's not something like, oh, you've got to reinvent everything. No, we're going to keep it really, really, really dumbed down. And I'm going to show you as an example on how this all comes together. So then we're on a quest for what is the offer that we can support them inside of marketing. If the problem they have is marketing, I'm just giving you as a way to put these all together. What is the biggest thing that they struggle in marketing and that you could then solve in a new way of saying that you solve it? Don't worry about that yet. It's going to come. I'm going to show you how to put all that together. That then creates a new offer. It's going to solve their biggest problem first in the front end, and then like have a second biggest problem in the back end. Now, a back end can be even like a done for you. So don't get hung up on that either, right? Like what the guy does on the one-page marketing is he brings you in, solves the first problem of like helping you uncover it, and then he has a done for you service in the back end. Like what I mean by a done for you service, he actually found that like some of his like when he would get the first people, when he would help them with their marketing, the next biggest chokehold on them not making the money they want to make is the person, like the leader, didn't have time. So he was like, so they were the chokehold of the company. So he was like, if I actually hired the right marketing person for you and then supplied you with the right person, would that be valuable? So he hires people, like he trains people, gets them dialed in and places them for his next big high ticket. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So I don't want you to think that it even has to be with that person, but it can be. But it's just that you're really thinking in terms of the front end has one biggest problem, and then yeah, all these other symptoms you solve too, but the one biggest of the first step that they're going to need, and then the back end has the second biggest problem with all these other symptoms in it too.
So much more clarity right now, by the way.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
It feels like I know what I need to do now.
Just give me that. Like what helped you see that, or what is landing so much for that?
Right. Just now, when you said you need to find out what the biggest problem is in terms of marketing, and then how can I solve that problem in an easier and quicker way, or a unique way to everyone else, and then create an offer based on that. So I know that what I need to do now is go and have a load of conversations with people who are struggling with marketing.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Like that's all it is.
Yeah.
And because once you can narrow it in down to that, what you're really doing is this. And I'll put it on the board and then I will show you where it is and so forth. But just so the section is, so I'll show it to you because I want you to understand. Then it just comes down to, once you ask them those questions, now all it becomes is about your positioning.
Yeah.
Okay. And then this is what that looks like as an example, the way people buy. So a positioning for everybody, to make sure they're on the same page with me, all it means is your dominant selling belief. The way people buy is, in order to market to them, you have to have a positioning or a dominant selling belief. So then all it is like this becomes your vehicle. I'm just going to give it to you and then is the, and then now it's some superlative word, right here, way to, and then the last piece is this outcome. Okay, so for instance, as an example of this, right, when we feel for it, it's like you're looking for what is it that you like in that marketing space that you can call it, like the one-page marketing plan is and it can be the number one, the best, something that is going to rate it as like why it's different inside of that way to achieve, like that outcome, right? That's all it is. It's just that simple. But that's what I want to show you. And then it's all going to be in here. Inside the effective positioning, it's all about positioning. right? Because we have to overcome, this is the biggest thing we're overcoming that the positioning does for us, is what will this work for me? And why is this different? Like, why is this going to be different than everything else I've tried in that didn't work before? Do you see why we've got to be able to make a case for it, right? Which is why the guy who sells the new way of webinar, it's called like the new future of webinars. Like, that's the name of his. And I can show you the landing page, right? It's like not bigger than that, right? When this guy's is the new, the one-page marketing plan, right? So it has to be willing, you have to be able to make a case for why this is going to be different than what they've tried before, and why this is the best and only choice, and why it's going to work for them. And this is all of that. The top 10 questions for you to know how to overcome your ideals objections on this. It's going to be right here. I put it all in there for you guys.